Hi BookTube, welcome back. I'm Winx, and the ink that I'm talking about today is actually a book tattoo, or more correctly, a set of book tattoos based off of two related series. So what I'm going to do is actually just talk about the series first, and then go into the tattoos at the end. And also I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. I'm losing my voice a little bit. We're having really bad rain here. It's causing some flooding, and subsequently causing the mold count to skyrocket. So my allergies are acting up a bit. It's causing my voice to get raspier and more quiet than it usually is. So hopefully everyone can understand me. The first series that my tattoos are based off of is a classic that I'm assuming everyone here has been exposed to in some form, and that is Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Since BookTube is nothing if not appreciative of pretty books, I thought I might show off the set that I have. I actually got this on Amazon. It was a deal of the day, so I got the whole thing for like $50, I think, maybe $60. It was a really good deal, and you can see it's got these gorgeous illustrations on the sides along with quotes from the stories. It opens up, and the books inside are also really pretty. I love this set. I love the design and the colors. It's definitely one of my favorite physical sets that I own. I consider Sherlock the root of my love for mystery. I remember being assigned to read The Speckled Band back in grade school, and it sort of blew my mind. It was really my first mystery story, and I ended up getting the collected works from a used bookstore and just going on a marathon. I think it not only solidified my love of mystery, but also my interest in logic and scientific reasoning. I'm not going to go too far into the plot just because I'm assuming if you're watching this you probably have the basic concept, but Sherlock meets Watson, they go solve mysteries together, Watson writes it all down, records it, and puts it in the newspaper. That's probably the worst actual explanation of Sherlock that was ever given, but I swear it's good. If you haven't read it, you should. The second series that my tattoos are inspired by is the Mary Russell series by Laurie R. King. This is actually the 20th anniversary edition of the first book, which is called The Beekeeper's Apprentice. And this takes place in the turn of the century, the early 1900s, 1915. Sherlock has retired, he's living in Sussex Downs, and the protagonist of these books, Mary Russell, happens upon him and becomes his apprentice. And I love these books. It's an ongoing series. It's the next book is scheduled to come out early next year, I think January or February. It's called The Murder of Mary Russell, so very intriguing. Mary Russell as a character is just one of my favorite characters ever, probably. She's just like the embodiment of the strong female protagonist. She is a hardcore feminist of turn of the century London. She does not care what sort of obstacles the patriarchy decides to put up in her way. She is going to study, she's going to help with the war, she is going to do everything that she wants to do because that's just what's gonna happen. Deal with it. Hashtag deal with it. And it's actually a really interesting pairing with Sherlock because one of the problems of his character is that he has some issues with women. It doesn't come off terribly often in the stories just because it's not really the point of the Sherlock stories, but it does come up that he doesn't really trust women, he feels kind of iffy about them, and she does not hesitate to set him straight. Mary Russell ends up going to Oxford to study, and she actually studies theology. She's Jewish and has a very strong faith, which is also a really interesting pairing with Sherlock, who has a very science-based belief system. So I really liked that pairing. There was an interesting friction and also balance to their characters. It's really well written. I just fly through these books. So now that we've talked about the series and why I love them, let's talk tattoos. Since the tattoos are on the fronts of my legs, I'm just going to show a picture. It's less awkward than somehow trying to show my upper thighs on camera. So hopefully that is appearing now. And as you can see, these tattoos are not just based on the books, but also based on my cats. The kitty on the right is my older kitty, Dargo. He's 12 years old. I based his outfit sort of on the Jeremy Brett rendition of Sherlock from the BBC series in the 1980s. That's just sort of how I always picture Sherlock in my head. The kitty on the right is named YT, which stands for Yours Truly. Some of you might catch the reference from Snow Crash. YT actually belongs to my old roommate who adopted her while we were living together. So I was sort of co-parent to YT for a little bit, and I consider myself her aunt now. YT is dressed as Mary Russell, and I base this a lot off of a fan art picture that I saw that I thought captured the feel of Mary Russell for me. One of Mary Russell's trademark items are her round spectacles, so YT is wearing those and reading a book because Mary Russell is very big on reading. These tattoos were done at a shop called Scapegoat Tattoo in Portland, Oregon by Greg, aka Gregaltron. He's an amazing artist. I have gotten a few tattoos from him now, and he's always awesome to work with. I explain what I want in the vaguest of terms, and somehow he's able to reach into my brain and see exactly what I'm talking about and put it on paper. I'm always amazed with his work, and I hope to get some more pieces from him soon. Darko came by to say hi. You might recognize him from the tattoo. Yeah, you're famous. You're famous now. This wraps up my first book tattoo video. I hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up if so, and please leave comments if you have any thoughts or if you want to share any of your tattoo stories. Do you like this? Should I do more? Give me your thoughts. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.